Sagittarius, how's it going, old friends and new friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I am very excited to have all my Saggy friends with me today. Welcome to the newbies. Welcome back to the returning subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Today we are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you about career and finances. As always, these are general messages. That means that not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Sagittarians out there, and that's totally fine, right? Never, ever force something to fit your story. If it's not resonating, if it doesn't ring a bell, push it aside, move on, right? You should always check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs if you would like additional messages, if you want more clarity. Sometimes, your moon sign might strike a chord more than your sun sign. If you don't know how to do that, there's going to be a link in the description box below, will always be there for every video. It's free. You plug in your birthday and a couple other dates, or information rather, and it generates your birth chart for you. So check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, let's get started for Sagittarius. Everything you need to know will be in the description box, including the decks I'm using and the social media channels. All right, so one more shuffle for our Sagittarian friends, career and finances. What messages they need to know for their best and highest good for Sagittarius? For Sagittarius. These are sticking out. I feel like we're supposed to take those. Oh, wow, you got a lot. Oh, gosh, do you have too many? All right, we'll take them. So bottom of your deck, ooh, is the Lovers. I love that. This is the first time that's come up, actually. So the Lovers typically is choosing who or what you love. Now, this is a career spread, right? So maybe it's a person, but more than likely it's going to have to do with choosing what you love. Choosing, in the workplace, career-wise, choosing what you love, what you invest your heart in for the long term, right? All right, so the U section is the Eight of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pentacles, right? This can sometimes be a money card, but this is the apprenticeship card. It talks about working very hard at a task and not being overly consumed with the idea of what next or what will come of this hard work, this labor that I've been doing. It's a labor of love in this card. So that actually, it's perfect that the Lovers is the bottom of your deck. The apprenticeship, the artisan card, if you will, they're not so concerned about their future. They are fully invested in the work in front of them, ultimately because they enjoy it. And I love that for you, Sagittarius. That feels right. It feels like you're working hard. Also being clarified by the Six of Fire. Okay, so well within your fire energy or element, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. Specifically a Leo card, right? We see the lions there. You might be working with a Leo or have some Leo in your chart. This is a Virgo card for those who are interested. So working hard, and whether you're looking to the future or not for success, I feel like it's there, or you are well on your way. I think that's really what it is. Your focus at the task at hand, the skill and the talents and the passion that you're contributing, that you're bringing to the table day after day, it's going to pay off. You may not even realize it. In fact, I don't think you do. The way I've placed the cards here, it's like something's coming in behind you and you don't even realize it's coming, and it's good. It's a victory card, right? So this could stand for your boss coming in to be like, hey, Sagittarius, like, hell of a job on that project last month. Let's talk about a bonus. Or, you know what I mean? Like, let's talk about a promotion. Let's talk about, let's have a conversation about your future at this company. Like, tell me about your passions. What do you want to do, Sagittarius? It's good. It's like victory's coming. And again, I'm stressing the fact that if you just worry about the now, stay in the now, don't live in the past, don't live in the future, good things are coming in for you. And I think they're going to surprise you again in a good way. There's going to be some sort of celebration for you. I don't know, maybe like someone's going to announce, I don't know if it's a promotion or it's victory, and it's upward growth, forward movement. Maybe you're going to be put on some sort of, it could be travel. Maybe you're going to be put on some sort of project where you're being asked to travel with a partner and, bring the business overseas or to a new state. It's very cool. It's a very cool energy, Sagittarius. All right, so that's sort of the interior, if you will, of what's going on in your world. The exterior, what's going on in the workplace, maybe the people you're interacting with potentially. So you have the Eight of Fire, so also a card of travel, a more Sagittarian energy, right? We can look at these wands like, you know, the archer pulling his bow back, and they rapidly, swiftly move through the air. It can be a card of rapid communication, forward movement, absolutely travel. But wands can also speak about work, about our careers. You have two eights. I kind of love that. And yeah, eights are nice, kind of balanced. They're balanced numbers. Eights tend to be about freeing ourselves from restriction. I always think of the Eight of Swords in that matter, which is not here, but again, the idea of liberation, freedom, travel, and liberating yourself from the idea of there's always an end goal. If I have to be here, I have to make this salary by the time I'm this age. There's freedom in this card. Ooh, Sagittarius, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I do. You might be leaving home or whatever you consider to be the familiar. You may be working in a new city. You may be asked to like switch branches and work, yeah, again, in a new city, in a new state. You might be going on a business trip. There might be some sort of travel. Wow, being clarified by the Ace of Fire. Look at that card. Look at that serpent. It's powerful, and it's, again, more wand energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aces, as we know, talk about brand new beginnings, brand new starts, brand new, potentially, careers, opportunities, and things that get you excited, things that get you in the mood, right? It's sometimes the boner card. But things that light your fire, right? Like Jim Morrison, come on, baby, light my fire. He was a Sagittarius, by the way. This is something you're very excited about. It's like you can, I want to say your hands start to tingle when you think about it. There's some sort of sensation. You get excited about this work. And it's like you hold the power in your hand. Your hard work, your efforts, the tangible successes of what you've accomplished, I want to say, with your own two hands, it's magic. It's fire. And it's bringing you places, whether it's literal travel or just transitioning to, again, a bigger salary, a bigger job title, something else. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Sagittarius. I sometimes I do, I see the 8 and the 1 and I say, okay, 9 wands. That is sometimes the card of being defensive. But that's not where I'm going. I would say to that, don't block yourself off from opportunities. In advance, if this hasn't come in yet, if you don't know what this is, be open to new opportunities and experiences, because it could take you places that you aren't even expecting, that you aren't even anticipating. It could be fire that poof, it arrives in your hand, and now you're like, what do I do with it? But again, where I was going with the 9 of Swords, it's like the hard work you've accomplished. It's like you've stuck 9 posts in the ground. You're almost at the 9, closing out a cycle, making that 10 of Wands, putting away any heavy burdens that you may have had in the past. You're getting there. You're starting to close them out. And so I see this could be absolutely a new beginning, a new job, a new something or other. So keep at the task at hand, because again, in your exterior and your environment coming in is good things. Both these cards are so happy, right? They look good. Whether you like snakes or not, right? I know some people are definitely afraid of snakes, but all right. So the heart of the matter, what we're focusing on, the meat and potatoes of what we're trying to seek answers on, is the Page of Air. So that's interesting that I say seek answers on, because this is sometimes the spy card, but it's more than anything, it's the seeking of knowledge card. Air signs being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We are in Gemini season. Happy Gemini season to all you Saggies. And that is your pairing, your opposite sign, right? You guys are like this, Geminis and Saggies. So this is the idea of seeking new knowledge, seeking more information. It could potentially be communication. And with the Page, it's similar to an Ace in that it's a new start, but there's a base of knowledge there. I'm saying knowledge because it's sword energy. So again, that thought, logic, clarity, communication, data, analysis, information. There's already some there because it's now a Page. So this could be venturing off into maybe, again, if there was some sort of accomplishment, some sort of victory, if it's a promotion, or you're being put on a different project team, or you're being asked to whatever, involve yourself on this, you may have a small base of knowledge, but it's a new experience for you. And Sagittarius, you love a new experience, right? You live for that. That is Knight of Wands energy, seeking new experiences, seeking travel. There is something analytical about this, though, like trying to understand more before you jump in, which is a good practice for the Sagittarians. You don't want to jump too soon. Let's see. Let's clarify the Page of Swords for Saggy. What do we need to know about this Page of Swords? Okay, this could be contemplation of if you're going to take advantage of this new opportunity, especially if it's travel. I'm getting something about, just the visual came to mind of somebody like, I don't know what the term is, but like pulling back to throw a baseball, and it's thrown at you, Sagittarius, and like metaphorically, this is your sword of truth. So you see that ball coming at you, and I don't know if you're suspicious of it, or you're just, again, trying to collect more information on like, what is this, metaphorically baseball, what is this coming towards me? What, like, let me get a closer look at it. Let me understand, what is the intention of this person? What does this offer really mean? What is the salary tied to this new thing? Where is the location if it's travel? It's like you're taking a pause to really analyze and understand, I think, maybe the full potential of what's being offered to you. It's not a bad thing at all. You're being cautious. You're blown away by how good this opportunity could be, and so maybe that's what it is. You think it's too good to be true. You've got your sword of truth, right? Yeah, it's maybe a little bit suspicious, but it's more being cautious. Can we clarify the Page of Air for Sagittarius, please? Wow, okay, so the Father. I think Virgo had this card, maybe, if you're dealing with a Virgo. You do have 2 Virgo cards. So this is the Emperor in this deck. And we always want the Emperor typically in a spread about careers. Why? Because the Emperor builds the empire. He's the money man. He's the businessman. Now, order and control and stability are very important to the Emperor, right? He's a card of Aries. So Aries, I always say, can be very headstrong. They can be stubborn. They can be very set in their ways. But again, in their mind, they believe it's for a good reason, because they've built the empire. The evidence of their hard work and their passion, their fiery passion, it's you can see it around them. They sit on their throne of power. They sit on their empire. There's a volcano behind him. It's symbolic of all that he's built through with his fiery passion, with his creativity. Can also have an explosive temper. I always see that when I look at this card. So I see this as in a couple different ways. I see this as you trying to be a smart businessman. Again, by research, doing the research, analyzing the data, I don't know if it's the data, but like the statistics, I don't know, maybe you're going on like Glassdoor and reading up on this new company or this new opportunity. You're trying to understand more before you jump, because you want it to be long-term success. You want this to be the start of a new empire that you're building. I also see this as a potential boss that, again, I don't know if you're suspicious of, but maybe you're wondering if they're a good collaborator. It could be a business partner, right? Maybe that's what this opportunity is. Maybe someone has recruited you, Sagittarius. Like, you didn't even have to do the work because you were so focused on the task at hand. It's this way. This opportunity comes in, you don't even see it coming, and it's just like you're presented with fire in the hand. You're presented with this beautiful burning opportunity of something that you're really passionate about. Maybe it involves travel. Maybe it involves going outside your comfort zone, leaving home, leaving, I don't know, someone that you've always worked with for something new. And you're suspicious of it. You're analyzing it. You're trying to understand more about it. And maybe there is that suspicion because it's like, well, why me? Why did this person choose me? why is this emperor recruiting me for his team? I'm getting that baseball analogy again. It's like somebody throws you a ball and it's like you want to catch it, but you're like, was this for me? Were they throwing it at that guy? Like, very interesting. Depending on where this card falls, the emperor can be a difficult energy. I don't know. Let's find out more. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. So can we find out what is this emperor's intention? I'm going to ask a specific question for the Sagittarians. What do we need to know about this emperor? Okay, so before I even clarify, he, on his skull here, sorry, my computer freezes sometimes. I don't know if you can see that, but he has a 1 and a 5. That breaks down, or that adds to a 6. 6 is the card of the Lovers. That was the bottom of your deck. So instantly my mind goes to, this emperor does rule with love. He may not wear it on his sleeve, right? But a higher vibration emperor rules fairly over his kingdom, over his empire. He does rule with love and passion, but again, he may be very blunt, the way a Sagittarian is, right? So there is the potential that this could be a great partnership, a great pairing, or if this represents the career, you could fit well into this career. But again, there's analysis of it, but instantly off of that, I actually do get good vibes. This could be your calling. It could be doing something that you love. It could be something creative too. Wands are frequently creative, passion. I actually see this volcano as fireworks. It's like you finally found the love of your life, but if we're looking at this from a career perspective, it's like what you were destined to do, the gifts that you were meant to send out into the world. That could be what this is too. The Sagittarian card, it's like sending out the bow and arrow, the archer, sending your gifts out into the world. Maybe you're sending something overseas. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just getting like plane travel. I have no idea what that's about, but it's coming up here. Anything else we need to know about this emperor? Can we clarify the emperor for Sagittarius? The 7 of Shields. Okay, that makes sense. Excuse me, the assessment card. And it has to do with the tangible. Is tangibility a word? That's not a word, is it? I don't know. What's tangible? The believability. There's a word I'm looking for. It's not coming to mind. The reality of the situation. How much money is involved here? What are you paying me, sir? You know, you can talk a big game and say you found my resume online and I have the skills and this and that. What are the goods here? What's really involved? And again, this is exactly what this is. It's analyzing the data. Typically it's planting the seeds, wondering if they're going to grow. It's someone analyzing their garden before the flowers have bloomed. You're looking at the facts and details and going over, did I give it enough water? Is it in the right soil? Does it have sunlight? You're planning ahead, Sagittarius. It's good. It's like whatever you're concocting, right? In this potion right here, I think you're trying to make sure it's a good fit. It's a good match. There's 2 people here, right? You're looking at this emperor, this job, whatever. It's like, is this a good fit? Could this be my future coworker? Could I see myself having to go on multiple business trips with them throughout the year? Is this someone I get along with? Is this something that that I want to plant seeds in for the future? It's something I want to invest in financially. Maybe it's going to require some funds from you to get this up and running. If you're doing like a more independent, again, creative career, potentially doesn't have to be. You're analyzing the situation. You're assessing it. You're making sure it's a good fit. Awesome. This is also good, Sagittarius. Damn. So what is your advice or guidance? The 5 of Water. Oh no. This is the woe is me card. This is sometimes these cups have spilled and what am I going to do? They were such good cups and they were so beautiful and the wine inside them was so tasty and they've spilled. It's a little bit like, it's a little bit like that. But okay, this is the total eclipse of the heart card. Why? Do you guys know that song? Turn around, cause there's other cups that are gonna offer you happiness and love, Sagittarius. Turn around. All right, I can't believe I just did that. But that's what this card is. I'm like embarrassed now. I'm like blushing. Why did I just do that? There's a point though. There's cups here that are going to be just as good as these cups that have spilled, right? This wine that it's wasted, right? You're never going to get that wine back. It's done. Move on. Turn around because you're missing out on opportunities that have presented themselves and they're right there. You don't have to travel over a bridge. You don't have to go to this castle to get these opportunities. They're right here. And that's what I'm saying. This opportunity comes out of nowhere. You're not expecting it, and boom, it's right there on your doorstep. It practically falls in your lap. And I'm careful when I say that to people, because I don't want to send the message that you don't have to do work to have fantastic opportunities come to you. It's not that you have to break your back or bust your ass or however you want to say it. But the point of this card is that you're doing the work and you're enjoying it. Again, you're not worried about the past or the future. You're living in the moment, enjoying the work, putting your heart and soul into it, and boom, victory comes in to help you. This person is lingering on the past. That's why they're sad, right? If they were living in the moment, they would see that these beautiful cups, again, 2 cups, potentially 2 people, potentially a future business partner, potentially a future employer, lovers, right? Even if it's not in the sexual sense, the romantic sense of lovers, people who are going to work together for life. There could be a huge opportunity to collaborate with someone, but either you're not seeing it or you're denying that it's even there. Or you're ignoring it. Maybe you've seen it and you don't consider it an option career-wise. I would reconsider, because this is coming up in your guidance. Turn around. I just sang that song, Sagittarius, so you better do something with that energy. All right? Being clarified by the 9 of Water. What? Did you just get the wish fulfillment card? You did. The 9 of Water. Happiness, love, emotions. Close to the fairy tale ending. You know, the 10 of Cups is the ultimate end-all be-all. The fairy tale ending, what feels the best, what's the Cinderella story. You know, you end up with the prince, with the princess, you have your castle, you have your fancy car, you have your dogs, you have your kids, you have whatever makes you happy, right? And maybe none of that would make you happy. Maybe you're bachelor for life and you, whatever, fill in the blank. The wish fulfillment card. So this is going to be different for every single one of you watching. But what it's saying is that this opportunity that you're potentially missing out on or haven't seen yet, or maybe hasn't come in yet, maybe it hasn't arrived yet, be ready for it. If you're lingering on the past, and again, you're not focusing on the present, on the work at hand, if you got your head in sad emotions, 3 of Cups, or, you know, I always think, you know, 3 of Swords, like heartbreak, sadness, you're going to miss out on something great that could be your wish fulfillment. It could change your life, Sagittarius, for the better. Oh, this is the best reading I've had so far for career and money. I was thinking halfway through these, like, I don't know if I want to do career spreads anymore. I don't know if I'm into it. I'm into this, Sagittarius. It's so good. And I want to give you guys messages that are inspiring, that are uplifting, but ultimately I have to tell you what the cards say. And so Gemini's was a hot mess. Poor Gemini. If you have a Gemini in your life, give them a hug. They need it. But yeah, Sagittarian, you're rocking it. And if it doesn't feel that way now, again, focus on the now, live in the present, live in the moment, be content with the now, because things are swooping in rapidly. All right. Thank you for joining me, Sagittarius. Please do like, share, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And otherwise, I will see you guys very soon for the monthly June readings. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.